Tatooine is sparsely populated. If the trace was correct, I will find them quickly, Master.
Move against the Jedi first. You will then have no difficulty in taking the Queen to Naboo to sign the treaty.
At last we will reveal ourselves to the Jedi. At last we will have revenge.
Welcome to the Fortress of Dorkness, the nerdy nexus for all your geeky needs. I'm your host, Chris Jinn. Okay, fine. You win. Let's talk about this. Against the Grain has encountered a disturbance in the Force. Could it be that the master of Obi-Wan Kenobi, finder of Anakin and hippie who just wants to find his taken daughter, was actually a follower of the dark side? We're here to go over the evidence to see whether or not Qui-Gon Jinn is in fact a secret Sith. Star Wars Episode 1 details the events of Qui-Gon's finding of Anakin Skywalker and his passing of the torch to Obi-Wan Kenobi. Though he is portrayed as a hero, several, shall we call them missteps, occur that may contradict this. Though ultimately the heroes won the Phantom Menace, Jinn's actions always seem to be counterintuitive to the cause. Let's start with the Force. Qui-Gon uses and abuses the Force to his whim. Be it trading or gambling, Jin has no issue letting the Force do the job for him, taking advantage of the mythic energy, which is strange because prior to this, depictions of the mythical energy were only used during times of danger or in rescue situations. By his logic, Rob Roy could just waltz into a store and take off with whatever his heart pleases. Not very Jedi-like indeed. And let's talk about the Jedi for a second. Beep. As Obi-Wan states to Qui-Gon, "Don't defy the Council, Master, not again." This implies that Space Rambo over here has gone rogue before. Once before? Rogue One? Is it all connected?
Like poetry, so if they rhyme.
Probably not. His push to train young Skywalker and weird obsession with the Chosen One, which clearly the Jedi don't take seriously, is certainly troubling. Especially at this time when the Jedi
are a lost people! They ought to be pitied.
Hey, this isn't Captain Power and the soldiers of the future. And let's not forget who Qui-Gon's master was. None other than the nefarious Count Dooku. As Dooku states, Qui-Gon knew about corruption in the Senate and would have sided with the Separatists. And therefore, if Jinn was indeed a Sith, he'd be fine with Palpatine's ruse to rule. Let's get back to the whiny, we mean Chosen One. Yippee! So Qui-Gon manipulated events to drag this little sand snake out of the dirt, but not his mother. Fights with wolves here could have easily found another workaround with Watto to take Shmi, such as flat out stealing her, since the magician's code that are the rules of the Jedi Order mean nothing to him.
It's my illusion.
But he left her. Why? Besides totally hitting on her and probably imprinting on Anakin that being a creeper to women you meet is cool, she could have been left behind on purpose. Zeus would have left Shmi in the desert so that Anakin's longing for his mother would leave some serious trauma on the boy's brain. Years of longing would turn into the ghost of loathing. Fear leads to anger. Anger leads to hate. Hate leads to, get out of here, gremlin, leads to suffering. It's all connected.
Like poetry, so if they rhyme.
Wait. Why am I agreeing with the prequels? I feel dirty. Lunch PA, bring me my shower. And don't forget the water like you did last time. Speaking of ghosts, let's talk about Force ghosts, aka undead friendships. Presumably, Obi-Wan and Yoda learned of forcing their way from the afterlife from Ra's al Ghul over here. Thereby, this abomination would defy the very laws of nature itself. Wasn't there someone who could manipulate life and death? Oh yeah, a Sith named Plagueis. Obviously someone had to teach Qui-Gon how to use this technique. Had to be a Sith. So here's what we surmise. Qui-Gon Jinn was secretly a Sith who remained in the Jedi Order for his masters. His mission was to find the Chosen One so that the Sith could manipulate and bring him over to their side. Especially with the weakened state that the Jedi were in. Because of course, the Jedi Council would have booted his riotous rump out for defying them.
Oh, not again.
This, dear viewers, is why he charged headfirst into battle like Leroy Jenkins without backup that is right there to commit seppuku. Thus, all his actions led to Palpatine eventually taking control of the boy after years of torturing and weakening his mind. So what are the Sarlacc pit-sized holes in this theory? Well, first, there's the rule of two. However, one can debunk that by saying that Qui-Gon was Saruman's apprentice, not Sidious's. Second, let's not give George that much credit. He intended Qui-Gon Jinn as a noble character, the old Obi-Wan of the series.
Like poetry, so if they rhyme.
Shut up. Unfortunately, Jinn either came off as a Sith or a real insolent moron. You be the judge. Poo-poo hands! That's all we have for today. Leave your comments on Tatooine, like Qui-Gon left Shmi. Please like, subscribe, and succumb to the dark side to become my apprentice. There will be a vacancy very soon. Stupid lunch PA. This has been Against the Grain. I'm Christian Villarreal, and you've been watching The Fortress of Dorkness.